Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to get on here and do a quick video, non-makeup or shopping related completely at all. I have been noticing something with the news and also online, and I've been told first by my doctor, my primary, that I am basically on lockdown myself. I am not to even go outside, be around anyone other than my caregivers and Steven. So it kind of annoys me watching the news and people at parks playing or in a huge line at stores or restaurants to get something. It's supposed to be 10 people or less for gatherings. The next step is a complete lockdown, just like in New York and also Illinois are now on lockdown. Nobody is allowed to do pretty much anything. If that's what it takes to get this virus to stop spreading, that's what we need to do. You need to keep in mind the people like myself that have weakened immune systems and are very susceptible to this. I know from experience from other illnesses that I've had, if I get this, I will die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's sad, but it's the truth. And that's what's happening to so many people. They're dying from this. It's not fair. So please, listen to the government and comply. It needs to happen for this to go away. I know it's a serious video and I will have more fun coming in the next few weeks, but I had to say in peace of my mind.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. My father, I was just talking to him on the phone. He's out walking his girlfriend's dog, and there's multiple families in parks and by the beach just playing in large groups that are definitely more than 10 people. This needs to stop. We need this virus to stop killing people. And the only way it's going to stop is if we get to the point where we don't go out. There has been a huge increase over in New York now. They surpassed Washington in number of cases and number of deaths from this virus because people are not complying. People are not taking this seriously. We currently are getting supplies for at least a week or probably more to stay home. And like I've mentioned before, I've been ordered by my doctor to stay home. Not even to be able to go out to my mailbox because of germs and my vulnerable immune system. This is serious and it needs to be taken seriously. There have been more deaths lately in the last 24 hours that are not elderly. There's people in their 40s that are dying, in their 50s that are dying. This is not okay. We've got to get this disease to stop spreading, and the only way to do that is to follow instruction by the government but mainly the White House. And yes, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't trust Trump at all and don't like the fact that he's in office. We still have to follow things to stop this disease. It's getting bad. People are trying to single out certain ethnicities and saying that they are infected, even when people are not. It's discrimination. Just because it started in China. The people that are going to say that the government isn't doing enough are the ones that are not following what the government is advising / putting in place. Rules.
Yep.
The government is trying to do things. Nobody's immune to this, even though it's been more toward the elderly and people with health problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's affecting way more now than it was, say, a month ago.
Yeah.
There are people out there that have been perfectly healthy that have caught it.
Yeah, like there are people talking on their channels or like on, you know, Facebook or whatever, that caught it, that are like in their 30s, 20s, and they were saying that like they were having a hard time breathing just to go up the stairs.
Yep.
Like it's.
I was recently watching a few different videos related to this of people who have had it, and it's bad. These people have had no other health problems, but all of a sudden can't walk 10 feet without being winded because their lungs are filling up because of the infection. Probably have mentioned this already in this video. There are people hoarding supplies, but for those that, like ourselves, me and my husband, we need supplies because we're trying to stay home as much as we can. And I, specifically, am not supposed to go anywhere. We need
supplies,
and people are hoarding things.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Literally, like,
one of our caregivers is out shopping now for last minute things for the rest of the month. And I won't be surprised if there's things that are going to be out of stock.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. This is insane.
The Walgreens that is like close by to here, on Thursday they restocked, and like I think I came at around like
middle of the day.
Yeah, and it was gone. Like there's no hand sanitizers.
Yeah.
Like people just cleaned it out.
Most stores are running out the same day they restock. It's crazy.
Just like, don't be
Also,
selfish. Like,
what's with hoarding toilet paper? That has nothing to do with this virus. This virus is respiratory, not intestinal. As far as I've seen anyway. Look out for your neighbors. Make sure that people around you are okay and have the supplies they need to quarantine, because that is coming. Because our state, not only, but basically the whole country, is not complying with what the government is trying to do and limit, interactions with people. You've got to stay home to get this virus to quit spreading. That's the only thing that can be done.
Just because people, like, even if you think that you'll be fine, think of the people that, you will interact with when you go to the store, to, you know, anywhere.
I've probably said in this video already multiple times, symptoms of this virus don't show up until 14 to 21 days after you're first infected. And you can infect hundreds of people in that time frame. Thousands, probably. Because they're infecting other people. So this quarantine is important to make it stop spreading and killing people. They're now probably, at least on the east and west coast, states are going to start using cruise ships as hospitals because the hospitals are overloaded. Yeah, and doctors and nurses don't have the correct amount of supplies they need. Face masks or gloves or anything like that. We've got to get this to stop, and the only way to do that is to work together and make sure you keep an eye on your neighbors virtually by calling and stay home. This country is going to get on lockdown soon because people are not quarantined.